Hey everyone, this is Relax and Panic, and this is Hunter x Hunter episode 76. Well, what to say? We left the island. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a new story arc. We followed along someone, hoping it will be the father of Gon, although I kind of doubt it. I discussed that last time. I think it will be one of his friends, although the name being very close, you know, like an anagram for Ginks, I can see why he tries, but I think Nick is someone else. So, I made myself a list of, in case, there you go, right, with all the names of the characters we know so far that are friends with, Ginks, and there's some missing. So I guess the N in Greed Island is Nick. So I guess it is a friend. But we will see. I really look forward to it. As always, the reaction itself is just in this video now, but without inlaid video. Alternatively, you can, if you want to, go into my descriptions. There's a link that will lead you to my Google Drive page, where you can find this video, including the original, in a very small picture in here. So it's your choice. And now we just go and I just realized I better should start the video now and enjoy, right? They start off with his name? What the heck? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, kind of. Still, my guess that the female we've seen in the intro would be his mother is not true. It was the daughter of Barbara. You know who I mean. I will miss her. My best friend in the world. So, new intro. That looked like a fly? Oh. That looks like Vegeta out of Dragon Ball Z a bit, right? Okay, white-haired dude. And a clown. And that's a white. That looks weird. Okay. Oh, ants? I will analyze this intro later on. Whoa, so either those are new enemies. Hey, old man. Oh, that's a nice idea, you know? Butterfly Man, I like that idea. Oh, and they're bowing. That's gonna be interesting. New characters, always cool. Reunion and understanding, okay. And I remember the character was fishing that they are meeting. At least it looked like he was fishing. Yeah. And he has one of those hats. It really could be him. I see that. Yeah, it's a bit different. Okay. But then why should he wear the same colors yet? Ooh. Nope, it's a white-haired dude. You know, white hair, I've just seen it. Friend? Whoa, he took him out like nothing. What the heck? Okay, he's fight ready. That's a bad roll. That looks like a bazooka. Okay, it's machine gun. Okay, though we are already encountering ants this soon in the beginning. They were in the intro. I think that might be important. So sinister. Nope, it's not. Sorry. I get some French vibe. I don't know why. I think he just rescued you somehow. Two ends at least. Don't rip it off, I guess? No, he did. Chimera. Huh, current hard. Well, very fitting today. Ah, that's why they sunk in. Okay, he got an antibiotic. The clown. Let's go nuts! Hey, he was fishing. And forced to take another life? He knows him. And hello again. Going nuts. What happened to the pup, I ask myself. And we have a clue. Old. Kite. The warden's not in Greed Island. Damn. That doesn't fit. Did he not invent the game as well? And there's a big aunt. Fast one. Yeah, your food. Give him to me fresh and tasty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good one. Reminds me of a little bit, you know, slums and stuff, Leorio. But then, So we get a flashback, I guess, very soon. Managed to find. Find, sure. Possibly stole it himself. Nice. Well, he's way more dodgy than they are. Way more dexterity. But they're 3 and bigger. Oh, and he's cooperating with the dog. Nice. Clever. And they're stupid? No. Oh, interesting. So he has some kind of animal control, it seems. Oh, sweet. Cool. Ah, and he's being watched. And he's caring for another one that's injured. Oh, yeah, okay. Interesting partners. Okay. Find him. Possibly. Because he likes hiding. Kind of. Tried to catch me. Yeah. That's a big bird. Yeah, searching for clues. Yeah, he just happened to save his son. Not thanks for saving. Hmm. But that there he's younger in this version, I think. The version with yeah, he's not in there with the name. That has to have been before he trained. Kite. Mm. That's a lot of planning and guessing. That's true. Who is Nick? Yep. Ah, okay. Okay. Yep. Hmm. That's a bit sad. I can see that she said about that, but true. Yep. Helping them find him? Not sure. Or do you want to find out yourself? There we are. Oh, what? Is that like a queen? Is it breeding? I'm not sure. That's a lot of fish it's eating. I think it is breeding. Triple start. Triple star. Mm-hmm. And while saying though, they show the end. So okay. As I said, seems to be pregnant. The queen. And a new outro as well. What the heck? Okay. I mean, not much of a surprise, right? Okay. The text. Sparkle shooting star. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So let's see. What do we talk about? What do we say about that? So first things first, not much of a surprise. I think it was not Jinx. But I like the interesting option that he thought about two options there, and it's interesting to me why that he split into, if Gon takes the what was the card, magnetic force, which can transport only one person, right? He would have found his father. He really would have. It is a bit sad that he couldn't now, but okay. But if he would want to bring along someone else, he wouldn't be able to, because instead he would go to Kite. I mean, the question is this about being afraid or worried that someone might trick Gon or might use him to find Jinx for whatever reason? Or what is the real reason? Because we know by now already that the friendship between Gon and Killua is like one of the cornerstones, if not the cornerstone of this series. So I can completely understand that Gon wants to show his best friend to his father, who he never met, just saying. Well, okay, it's a decision. I'm pretty sure there have to be reasons for that, and possibly we will learn about those in the future. Really looking forward to that reasons. But apart from that, yep, nice. Then we just met Kite, who clearly had no easy life in the beginning. I like, however, that he's a very... He seems to be a bit drawn-back person as well, very much like Jinx, it seems. So someone who's not very much in company with other people, but instead goes with the animals. In the beginning, we had him with dogs and a raven and a horse, living underground in the sewers of a city. Which is, you know, if you want to have a hiding place in a huge city like that, in any kind of fantasy world... don't want to be having too much trouble, don't want other people to find you easily, it's always the sewers, right? You have a lot of space, but you have the deficit of it being just, you know, ugly and nasty, and it stinks possibly. So, but he did care for the animals there, so he, either he patched them up or Jinx did, but it seems a lot like he was caring about animals. There was one major thing for me, however, that Jinx said, and I think that might be important in the future, maybe, just maybe, that animals do like good huntmen. So if you're a positive, a good hunter, not in the meaning of hunting animals, but in the meaning of the hunters in the series, then animals are drawn towards you, like to interact with you. That's interesting, because we've seen that Gon had, you know, he was fishing, he is a person of the wild as well, we've seen that. We have seen another character who was good with dogs in the past, just saying. So there might be something with that, we will see. Just trying to keep that in mind, maybe there is something in the future, like a test. Who knows, maybe animals will help you when needed. That would be cool. We had the first points toward that somehow ants are very important in this arc. So we had those small ones, chimera ants, who are very effective, so who are even dangerous for humans. Reminds me a little bit from what he explained, like termites. So if you stumble into a flock, I don't know what the correct wording there is, of termites, who are mainly eating wood and stuff like that, but they're able to eat a whole house, right? So I can see that a lot of ants, of big ones especially, could possibly kill and eat a human being. So I mean, there are, in our worlds, there are fire ants and stuff like who are already very hurting and somehow dangerous, and if there are enough of them, and as example you are kind of weakened against ants, so you have like problems when getting bitten by an ant, yeah, a dozen, some hundred, thousands will possibly, with the bit of poison that they do have compared to our size, send you into a shock, and then yeah, once you're in shock, that's it, they will possibly eat you and swallow you. So I can see they are dangerous there. They seem to be quite a bit bigger already, the ones we've seen. So like hand size, it seems, or maybe a little bit smaller. But then we have this queen who is sitting there somewhere next to the water in a and trying to eat fish as much as she can to get healthy again, to give birth to a king. So there is something developing, and the narrator already said that there is something brewing, something happening, and it's only a matter of time until that will become a real problem. We got told that there is a continent, on the Jorbian continent, Balsa Island. I'll just write that down. I'm pretty sure there are maps out there, right? Because over time this series brings in more countries, continents, rivers, valleys, names for everything. So I'm pretty sure that there's like a huge map that is filling piece by piece. But one should be careful now, because I will not search for a map, because I'm pretty sure that there is already stuff on that I do not know yet, and I would be spoiled, and that would be sad. So it's cool we are on another place. There we learned that there are like a lot of hidden and old and lost things in this world. So Gings found some of that. In this case, Kai told them about that, so he found a Congo gold mine, something like that, Congo gold streak, and like some ruins as well. So he's a very interesting mix of many things. As example, an explorer. I like that. It's a cool thing. He had with Kite, he had this last test of try to catch me. In the end, it is kind of what he's doing with his son now, right? He's hiding more, neither active, and Gon is trying to find him. So it is a part of it all. What was interesting to me was that Killua in this moment thought to himself, so it's a bit like he is a Zetsu master, or like it's a higher version of Zetsu, to be able to disappear from the world so completely that nothing leads as a trait to you. I can see that. Yeah, and he, being someone who's drawn back, clearly wants to do that. Reflecting back to the last arc, however, that is, I questioned that a little bit, and we've seen him talk with, I don't know who it was, Elena or Iata, one of his friends there. Just think about, his friends are keeping this game running all the time. So it's, I don't know how old is this game, like 7 years, something like that, or at least, let's say at least 5 years this game is running. How compassionate about either the friendship or this game do you have to be the in or out keeper of the game, to be just hanging around in a mansion like Dward or Dwun did, or like Liz did? I mean, that gotta be boring somewhere, right? So it's a bit weird that they're still there. I'm not sure if Kite is now a member of those friends who programmed. He could be, because Jinx put the alias of Nick in the game for that. So maybe he is, but maybe not. Maybe it's another person with N we will meet. Which brings me to the intro. So let me check the intro. In the intro we had new characters appearing, and I think it might be those are, as example, friends of Jinx. Don't have to be, might be something else. However, we had a weird person where I said it looks a little bit like and I think I said Vegeta, which is not right. It's too long ago, I'm very sorry. Dragon Ball Z is so long ago for me. What was the name? Frieza? There was this bluish guy with a tail, you know? One of the first major enemies in later on. And it looks a little bit like him, but he has a little bit of serpent-like appearance as well. So I don't know, it might be the king that is about to be born, but he does not really look, if it is he, very anti, if you know. Then we began the intro, however, with the face of an ant. So that's already very talking. The boys catching, I don't know, bugs as it seems. And yeah, this weird picture of Kite standing with the back to us and building like a huge size or something like that with the clown upon. By the way, the clown is a really nice idea. I like the idea of having a power that gives you a random weapon, so you have to adapt to it. So you really have to go with the flow. That's cool. And then we had some characters who are really weird looking. One Ken-like guy talking. I mean, like I don't know, a karate guy with a weird cat on a cloud. I have no clue what this is about. One guy who is able to lose his limbs, I would guess. Which reminds me a bit of Hisoka. A girl with a scorpion tail. A guy who looks like, I don't know, a bit like a bird. By the way, I really dig the, I said that already, the butterfly guy. Because I like, you know, if you talk to people about having abilities or being able to, whatever, do stuff, right? And you go for those, you could have wings. People go for either angelic wings or like demons, so like a little bit of a bat or something like that, right? They tend to go for these kind of wings. But there are not very often those who say, man, I want to have butterfly wings because those look really neat. You know, they're just wonderful to look at. Why not? I mean, I like it, you know? It's not a moth, it's a butterfly. It was a cool idea. And then we have a cat-like, so there are very many different characters here. One of them has, yeah, we have butterfly, cat-like girl, and we have a red guy with angel wings. And they are bowing to someone. That's interesting to me because that means there is, I see an option that those are positive characters in the end. Just saying. And we have a person, and I'm not sure. The intro ends with a person with a hat. And those, sorry, hanging things and purple eyes. I might be wrong, but I think it is the person in the beginning that I said that had like a tail. And there is this picture of Gon and Killua, and there are purple eyes behind them, and they're standing on the earth. So this seems to be like the major character. Friend or foe? We don't know. But I'm pretty sure it is this person I talked about. And we have at least a bit of hunters inside. Run beyond the skies. Yeah, well, it's, I don't know, man. It's hard to judge on stuff like that or to guess without having seen. I'm pretty sure those characters will pop up. And then we will see what it is about. Escape from the darkness. Yeah. Okay, I just found the picture with the guy who looks like a karate guy. I think those are the evil ones. So he has a nasty grin. We have someone, I might be wrong, but he looks like Nobunaga in purple. We have someone with a huge club. We have this guy with the glasses and a tuxedo. And we have a weird woman with black hair growing all over. So I really see that this might be like a group of villains. I'm a bit confused about the Nobunaga-like looking guy. Might be someone else, but very close to him, I think, in his outer appearance. So I think we have evil guys, and we may have some good I already described. A lot of stuff. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much here. But I really liked it. This was a good beginning of this episode. For the outro, I cannot really say much. I mean, you know, they're standing below stars, looking into the distance, throwing a stone into the water or into the sky, and being together, you know. Gonna kill her. It's okay, you know, dreaming together. It's fine, I like that. Okay, that's it for me this time. I will see you the next time in episode 77, and until then, Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.